It's the coolest show on the block. It's OHhhh Behave. With that girl on the mic, that's Kayla Bee. With our special guest, Mike Linder. It is showtime, baby. Give it up for Kayla.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to OHhhh Behave, where sometimes we don't. We're gonna have we have an excellent show set up for you. This is our first show. Lots of exciting things going on. So before we bring on our first guest, I do want to bring on our co-host, Eddie Lovecraft. We want to share our baby with you. So let's go ahead and Eddie! So I feel like we should start a thing where anytime I have someone on the couch, I ask for a shot and one appears. What do you think?
That sounds delicious, and I'm 100% for that.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
So, who's gonna bring us the shots?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Shot lady.
Shots.
There's so many things in the way, so she might fall.
Oh, thank you.
It's my amazing girlfriend, Electrish.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thank you.
What efficient service.
Well, to the new show.
Yes.
Let's try not to behave, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers, motherfucker. Definitely did not get all of it in my mouth. Definitely went down my throat. The outside of it, not the inside like it's supposed to. But you know what? That pretty much sets the tone for the show. Not perfect by any means.
That's definitely a party, and I'm here for it. It
burns. It's like I can feel my age, the indigestion already. No, anyway, but enough about the alcohol. Let's talk about the show. So this is a brand new thing that we wanted to go ahead and put together just because we wanted to do something like a little funky, a little zany, a little twist on like a variety show kind of a thing. So we're going to do our best to kind of fuck around as much as we can.
And make it work.
Yeah, and make it work.
No guarantees.
No guarantees. So the part of the allure of this show is the many mistakes we're probably going to be making during the first few episodes. So that'll be really exciting for all of us. You know, if you can't laugh at yourself when everyone else laughs at you, it's not as funny, right?
Yeah, it's a learning process. Yep. So I think, Kayla, you need to tell them what's going to happen in this specific episode.
Okay, so for our first initial episode, what do we want to call it? What do you call it? Like it's maiden voyage. That's what I was looking for. A pilot? Any of those things.
The pilot.
Something to do with a plane, a train, a boat, something automotive. But anyway, for our initial episode today, we have the pleasure of interviewing Mike Linder. We went to one of his events. He hosts some here around South Florida. Spectacular Hellgirly Deluxe. We were there. It was fantastic, super fun, and we're so excited to have him, especially as our first guest.
Yeah, and you need to stay tuned because you're going to see some butt cheeks from this host right over here, Kayla Bee.
These ain't the only cheeks people like seeing. Hey!
on a special segment that will happen at the Hellgirly Deluxe. So
yes.
We'll see that a little later, right?
I know. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah,
but
I got to ask a quick question about that. Like, does it get cold? Like, are you kind of like, scared to like just walk around? Like, just getting there, like you have to like have your butt out the whole time.
So this is gonna sound really terrible, but I'm so used to having my ass out already. It's not a big deal for me as much as it is for the other people who witness my ass. So I can't, for me it's just fine. I mean, yeah, it gets breezy, that's nice. This time it was a very weird sensation because I was fully covered in denim with only the ass cheeks out, so I had that sense of warmth, that sense of security and support, but also the freedom of the air glazing upon my buttocks.
Yeah. The funny thing is that, one of our friends, you interviewed him.
Yes.
Justin, he works at a comic book shop.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, Kayla's gonna interview you, just go with it. And he literally did not know that yet your butt was out. So, you look like you're like wearing jeans. And
it's like a mullet, business
like,
in the front, party in the back. You didn't know about the party yet. You didn't get the invite.
Yeah, so like I throw him in there. He's all psyched out. He's like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. And I give you the mic, and then you turned around for a second, and his eyes just went boom, right? He was just like, oh my God. I'm like, good luck, man. Pay attention. Pay attention to the camera. Action.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, so that was whatever. I had a blast over there. So I applaud Mike Linder for pushing that thing.
Yes.
And I applaud you for your amazing
thank you.
burlesque dancing there.
Thank you. So just in case you guys couldn't catch it by the title, Hellgirly Deluxe was a Rob Zombie themed event. So I heard that you had a crazy story about Rob Zombie, or at least...
Yeah. I'll be quick because I don't want to take all the time because we do have a guest to bring in.
Oh, wait, there's pussy behind you.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. It's gone now.
I always miss the pussy. I always miss the pussy.
God damn it. Anyway, go on.
Dry times. And speaking of dry times, I went to a Rob Zombie event, right? This is back when Zeta 94.9 existed, okay? So they used to do these festivals at their radio stations in Miami. I guess it went to Fort Lauderdale. But they had this, it was either Bonsai, Zeta Fest, one of their whole things, but they would have a huge festival. I remember there was Stone Temple Pilots there, and they had Rob Zombie, because he had just come out with his, was it the Hellgirly Deluxe?
Yeah.
CD. I had their CD, everything, right? So he was there by himself, not White Zombie. He goes on stage, and he's just blasting, and he looks awesome, right? He's decked up in it's like smeared black makeup, right?
The production value.
He has his big ass boots, yeah, and there's like crazy like monsters running around, and there was so much dust, right? So everyone's moshing. There's dust just flying everywhere, and it's a dry day, which is weird because you know how it's very humid in Florida?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's sticky and gross typically.
Yeah, but it wasn't humid that day. It was dry, right? So all this dust was just dry dust coming in, and everyone was inhaling that. So, you know, you have Rob Zombie blast and everything. I'm sucking that in.
Wow.
And next thing you know is like...
I know us Floridians aren't used to sucking up that kind of powder. Normally it's a little bit cleaner and a little bit lighter in color.
So the end result is that when all that stuff gets in you, you can't breathe.
Right.
And the whole time, like after that, for like an hour, I was coughing out dirt.
Ugh.
So it's like dirt was coming out of my mouth. So it was kind of like one of his like his freaking horror movies that he directs, right? I was just like puking out literally dust, dirt, mud. So that's I've never experienced that. It was black, pure blackness.
Black darkness.
Yeah. So
you were goth inside and out.
Yeah. Just like my heart.
Oh, just like our hearts. Well, listen, that's wild, crazy. We've all had our fair share of festivals, right? Dirt's in the nose. Dirt's in the lungs.
Yeah, but for Rob Zombie, I will do it again. I will eat some mud, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Because it was jamming.
This time we'll put it on a plate, have it a little bit more hygienic, right? We'll give you a little bib, like for the lobsters, you know? You just put that thing on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, well, listen, I love talking to you and all that, but let's get you off this couch and get our first guest out, all right? Everyone, give a round of applause. Ready, Lovecraft! Now, Eddie's going to be asking some questions from within the audience, because we do have a live studio audience here within our very secret location. But without further ado, let's bring on our first guest. This is a near and dear friend of mine. I've known him many a year. We won't say how many because neither of us want to discuss it. But please help me welcome Mike Linder!
Yeah! Yeah! Have my baby!
Yes!
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yes,
You're
thank
very
you.
welcoming. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being our first guest. I really appreciate it. Listen, I know I just did a shot, but I do like the idea of that trend and that, like, what do we want to call it?
Who am I to turn down booze?
Yeah, all right. Let's do a shot.
Yes.
An extra ass on the seat means another shot for me. Woo-hoo! Yes, thank you, Trish. Cheers. Thank you, Mike. I got it all in my mouth that time, guys.
That was a big shot.
Yep. You know, we do what we can here. All right, so listen. I have questions for you, and I wanted to write them
answers.
down. Because I have these handy-dandy cue cards I printed out, and I want to make sure that we're using them. See? OHhhh Behave is branded and everything. And also because I've known you for so long, so I could literally talk to you for hours. So this is also just to rein me in.
Yeah, it's happened.
But the first thing I want to go ahead and discuss, obviously, people might not know you right on this show yet, but we are introducing you and we want them to know more about you. Mike has been producing, hosting, promoting all sorts of different events here within South Florida. They're fantastic events if you've ever been to them. Quality, chef's kiss on every single one I go to. But how long have you been hosting these events for?
Actually, Time Hop and Facebook showed me that my first one was around this time about 12 years ago.
Wow. Over a decade of experience.
Yeah, it was a little thing at the Monterey Club. We did a Halloween event called the Ghoulish Gathering.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
That literally just came up in our Time Hop. Yeah.
Awesome. Obviously, 12 years is a long time. That's a lot of events. Which one stuck out the most? Which one was your favorite?
There's two that stick out the most. The zombie walk that I did in Fort Lauderdale, that became an annual event for a long time. That was the biggest because that we were expecting just like 200 or 300 people, and it ended up being around 600 to 700 the first time. And the following years we had to get like police presence to like do a parade route and all that fun stuff, and it just kind of blew up from there. But my favorite was probably the first Tim Burton night we did at Green Room back in the day.
Yep.
Just all the performers knocked it out of the park. The set pieces we had for that were really unique. Just everything about it was just like just a great night.
That was the night that we had the actor come in, right? Who dressed up like Beetlejuice and had like
yes,
oh my God.
John Lee. We brought him down from Tampa. I literally
John Lee. Yeah. Yes, John Lee.
I ran into him. I saw him walking around at SuperCon because I was working SuperCon that year, and I literally saw him, and I was like, it was the last day. I ran and tracked him down. I was like, I'm doing this event in 2 months.
Yeah.
I was like, you have to come. I will pay. Come down. You don't have to get a hotel. You can crash at my place. Like, just please. You don't have to do anything. Just show up and be you.
Yes.
And like he had the whole hair carousel thing. I'm sure people have seen him on Facebook. He's phenomenal. And this was
wild.
Yeah, I think this was like 2012, 2000 around there.
Yeah, it was wild. The event was so phenomenal. Like really, really good. And you know what's funny about the zombie walk? Oddly enough, I meant to text you this the other day. Someone actually messaged me yesterday asking when it was for this year.
Aww.
So I was like, it really broke my heart because they're like, I know it's always the second week before Halloween, like, but of course, like with the pandemic and everything, like it slowed everything down.
That really put a kill on it, and just it's just so many moving parts to do together, and we want to end it back at one venue. And when you do it, all the other venues are trying to drag people in and kill your crowd away, and it's a big event to do, and I just don't have the time or to put on something for that many people. And,
well, essentially you were cattling zombies, like so the way that it worked was they would go ahead and start at one venue. And then they'd walk around downtown Fort Lauderdale as zombies, literally scaring all of the vanillas as they passed. And like every single person in a vehicle, like locked the doors, rolled up the windows, and then like ran into traffic. Like it's so much stuff. And then eventually they ended back at the same venue. But like you said, we had to get police in the next year, right? Because like it was just too chaotic. Like the zombies were just going ham.
I mean, we did all the costume contests back here. We had our makeup artist there.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just it just got to be too much with working all the other events that I do around Halloween time too. Because like it's hard to put your effort into one thing when everything else is moving around so quickly.
And it's not like an overnight production. Like you are planning for this for months and months and months, getting like the right people involved and getting everything set up the way you need it to.
Yes.
So, that being said, what inspires you the most about your themes or your events? Like, does something just strike you randomly, or do you like watch a show and you're like, that would be cool? Like, how does that work?
That's literally exactly how it happens. Like myself or my wife Lisa, like we'll just be watching, we'll have an idea, we'll be watching something, be like, nobody's done this yet, or we haven't done this in a while, or because back when we were in the green room, we were doing an event every week. Right. So we needed to come up with event after event after event after event. And a lot of them were great, but to come up with it every week. So I have a whole list of things that I can go back on that
Right.
we've done. But like the Rob Zombie event, we did that once at Green Room, not to that, and then we did it again a few years ago at Monterey Club.
Yep.
So yeah, we brought it back to Respects, but it's been like it's been almost 7 years since we did it last.
I know.
So I'm like, yeah, I think seven years is a good enough time to bring it back one more time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
I need to jump in really quick.
yes.
So the first time I met Mike was at SuperCon. Right?
Yes.
And at SuperCon, you were dressed up as the Green Lantern.
Yes.
And you were DJing the night away.
At the after party, yeah.
Is there any crazy stories that you two have at that event?
Actually, that one, okay, crazy work-wise or crazy like just the environment crazy? Because it was very, very odd. I think I could speak on behalf of both of us. We're used to a more mature crowd. So like, it was a lot of like younger kids there. Not that they were children, but it was like a rave style, like after the con dance event. So
Okay, what I'm trying to get to, you got to get to your story. You got to get to that story.
I mean, it was fine for me. Really, nothing wild and crazy happened because I was on the stage just watching these kids go ham and like doing their own little mosh pit and swirling around. But like, what was the experience for you?
I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I can't talk about.
Yes, of course. Because we're professional.
Yes.
But this is the show for it. It's the show for it. You know, we want to hear the behind the scenes of the goodies.
No, but I mean, it's just the absurdity of working those conventions. So because
Yes.
those conventions are just so much fun, and there's so many different things. They do run their con a bit differently than some others, and it works out very well for them. I always took the approach when I would do the after parties of, like she said, it's a younger crowd. I would treat like some of the people that would do the raves years before me or years after would treat it very almost childish or a certain way, and I always wanted to treat it more maturely and give them like a club experience.
Well, if you think about
So,
like
yeah.
how much money did they pay to get into the con?
A
Like
lot,
they're not
yeah.
trying to hear like old school Barney tracks, right? Like they
No,
want to
well-
hear some like good music. They want to actually party though. They've been at a con all day long, like walking around all day. They want to blow off some steam. So
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any crazy story. I mean, just meeting celebrities. I mean, just like sharing an elevator with William Shatner, like
Oh my
at
God.
one point, or just a lot of stuff that would happen in the green room, like that was just really weird because like the people. I mean, they traveled all these cons together, and they all, a lot of them are grouped together by what agents they are, and there's cliques within the actors in the green room.
of course.
So like you go and like all the guys who are there from Cobra Kai all sit at a table and eat lunch together. So like you'll be back there and like William Zabka and Ralph Macchio and the guy who plays the sensei, John Kreese, I forget his name. They all sit and eat lunch together every day when they're back there at the cons. Like all the Power Rangers that are there, because there's normally like 6 or 7 different Power Rangers from different eras, they'll all be sitting back there eating lunch together.
That's wild. Like I think it's funny that they want to go ahead and like stick together, right? After being, do you think that's on purpose, or you think that's just like? 'Cause
I
that's
think
how
just
it ends
force
up?
of habit, because they're just friends. And I didn't know that, like, because I'm a huge wrestling nerd, as everybody know. I didn't know that Jerry the King Lawler and William Shatner are like best friends.
Oh, shut
like
up.
when they see each other for the first time, like at a con, like I've seen it several times because I was on tour with the con for a while, going around to different cities. Whenever they would see each other the first time of the con, they would give each other a big hug, like they hadn't seen each other in
It's like
years.
that one song, like Reunited,
Yeah.
and they're like in slow
But-
motion, like coming to each other and like hugging.
Who knew there was a huge friendship between Jerry the King Lawler and William Shatner?
Yeah,
But
of course.
there it was.
Wild.
Yes.
Well, listen, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the footage from Hellgirly Deluxe. We want to give you a taste of what these events are like. So go ahead. What's up, motherfuckers? We're here in West Palm Beach at Respectable Street for a Rob Zombie themed event. It's actually Hellgirly Deluxe. Let's go inside, check it out. What? Trish! Come on, bitch, we're coming in! Come on, let's go! See you in there. horror movie fan, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Here we are, and did the light go off? No, we're good. Okay, starting over. I saw a light go off.
Right. Listen, out of the entire horror film universe, who would you fuck?
Definitely Ginger from Ginger Snaps.
Whoa, I see what you did there.
This is our Lifetime Achievement Award where we're smoking marijuana and basically we're at a Rob Zombie event. And I got my boy Justin just in time, right?
You know what I'm saying?
But other than that, what is up with the green hair? Why do you and Kayla Bee have this green hair going on?
I don't know, man. Like, I honestly, I've been always wanting to do green hair in my life, and the Joker has been a big inspiration.
Yes, what's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is aliens.
What about rabbits? What are your thoughts on rabbits?
I like rabbits. They're great animals. They teach us a lot about how we are as humans. We just want to like keep fucking and live.
This is true, and if you haven't noticed, there's a big old fucking rabbit behind us.
And we got some more weed, Get him. Yo, man, what are your inspirations in life?
This guy right here.
MLK. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, we love you. Green stuff, we love you. And Justin, I love you.
I love you too.
So let's do a fake makeout session. Follow us.
Grab their ass.
All right, here we are, day one on this new show. I'm here with my buddy Amanda. How are you?
Hi.
She says hi. I do not remember the name of the show. Does anybody remember the name of the show?
It's Oh, Behave.
Oh, Behave, and get out of here. You make me look bad. Stay there. We're at a Rob Zombie horror event over here. So tell me, what is your favorite horror movie?
Oh God, horror. I thought we were gonna go with non-horror.
So listen, which one's your favorite?
Jason.
Oh, wait, really? Now listen, out of that entire film, you had to pick one person to kill, one person to kiss, one person to marry. But you can't have the ending be the same. How would you choose?
All right, well, I go with part 3. I kiss Chris, have the boyfriend still die, and get rid of the ending with the whole dream sequence, because that was like the 3rd time that happened.
Yeah, fuck a dream sequence. We don't want none of that.
I like some classics. I mean, Chucky was fun.
Yeah,
But
who doesn't like to see a little toy murdering people? If you could kill anybody that we're looking at right now, the people that are looking, who would you kill?
Kyle, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Can you curl her? Your buddy Amanda over there basically said if she could kill anybody over here, it would be you. Why?
I don't know, because she loves me so much.
But if you can do us one last favor, I'm going to give you the mic. Tell us to go back to the studio.
Now let's go back to the studio.
Yes!
Yeah!
All right, so you guys got a little taste of Hellgirly Deluxe. Obviously, we had more fun than that, but that's all you get to have tonight. Now, why a Rob Zombie event, Mike?
Well, I just love. I grew up on his music. And White Zombie and Rob Zombie. I love his visuals.
Yes.
Some of his movies can get a little long and hard to watch, but
Yeah.
like you can't deny, and like especially like the clips we cut up to put on the wall there, you can't deny the visuals and the characters he creates are just epic. And he's a visual storyteller even through his music.
Yes.
So it's just a very easy night to do.
Mike, you gotta tell us about that Monsters. Are you in it?
I was gonna ask, dude. What did you think about it? Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet.
See, I haven't watched it either.
I don't know. I dig the visuals. I mean, and I get a lot of the complaints, but people forget the Monsters was like super cheesy to begin with. So he's a huge fan. I mean, the song Dracula is is about Grandpa Munster's car. Like it is. He loves the Munsters, so it's his interpretation of it. But
I don't know where I'm gonna land on that fence because I've heard from people like top 3 movies they've ever seen in their life because it was so reminiscent of the original series. I've heard that. But I've also heard I couldn't make it through 20 minutes. So like I like when there's so many different things where it's like so polarized, right? We don't know what Eddie Lovecraft, what?
All right. So when I was a kid, the only time I ever saw the Monsters was basically when I would call out sick. My fake sickness to like elementary school. So then it would pop up like I think at like 12 or 1. So I never got to see it unless I was sick or fake sick. And it was in black and white and it was so cheesy. Even 8-year-old me or 6-year-old me, I think it was 8. I was 8 by that time. It was so bad. And I hated like the way it was done. Now I saw the Monsters, the thing, but I like Rob Zombie's movies. Like he's done some wicked stuff that I'm just like, ooh, that's brutal, and I like it. Like Devil's Reject, that one always stands out for me.
Yeah.
No, of course, yeah, that was his best.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Monsters, me and my girlfriend, I like to call it Monsters.
Like the cheese. Like the cheese.
Is it cheese?
It's exactly as everyone is saying cheese. Everyone's saying cheese is just as cheesy as you would think.
Right.
They have sound effects, like if like you bump into something, it's like boing, 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 boing.
Kind of like in our footage from Hellgirly Deluxe.
But I hated it as a kid, and I have to say I hate it as an adult because it's that cheesy, but it's not the good cheese.
But
it's
you know what? I think it's
cheese.
because you unconsciously conditioned yourself to think that the show is bad because you only saw it when you were sick. So listen, that was going to lead into my next question. Rob Zombie filmmaker or Rob Zombie musician?
Musician.
It's hard because I agree 100% with the visuals. I'm a very visual person, so like all the artistic like framing, the lighting, like I love that kind of stuff myself, but like the contents of the film sometimes it's like, okay, we get it.
I enjoy it a little bit. You know, I like the first Halloween remake that he did. I actually did like it. I thought he went pretty far with it. It's better than a few of the last Halloween movies that have come out, but I won't go that.
I know.
But anyways.
Well, okay, so I was going to ask you if you saw the Monsters yet, but Eddie Lovecraft hopped in and asked that question on my behalf. So my next question would be, what's your favorite Rob Zombie song?
Probably like Spook Show Baby or something like that. Like, cause I just loved his first, the Hellgirly Deluxe, like the whole album, like front to back, and especially like, it's just so crazy how a lot of those songs you can mix in and out in nightclub settings, like in places people won't think about it. So
yes, I will say that you can marry his songs into a lot of things that you might not consider.
Exactly.
Like, I love that about him. But that being said about his music, I thought it would be fun to play a very random game that I'm titling for this segment, Rob's Zombies Rejects. Okay, Rob Zombie's Rejects. Not the Devil's Rejects, but Rob Zombies. So the concept of this game is that we have chosen 5 lyrics from Rob Zombie.
Oh, God.
2 of them are not actual Rob Zombie lyrics, okay? You have to guess which one is Rob Zombie or not Zombie. Now, you don't need to name the song that we aren't going to burden you with because there are so many between White Zombie and Rob Zombie, right? But you need to identify the imposter.
Okay.
Okay?
Now, if it's an album past the Sinister Urge, if it's off an album past the Sinister Urge, I'm probably going to have a hard time with it.
Listen, that's okay. I'm asking the audience to participate too, so it's not just you on the hot seat, it's everyone here.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a fellow Justin over here.
Justin.
Fellow Justin, in case Mike has no idea, he can call Justin to answer.
Oh my gosh, are we doing it like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, let's
You
do
get
that.
a friend, you get a lifeline. Okay, we could do that. All right, so I know the answers to these, so let's go ahead and switch them up. Okay, first lyric.
Okay.
Again, all you have to say is Rob Zombie or not zombie.
Zombie or not zombie?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, the devil ride a dinosaur. He paint the monster red so blood don't stain the floor.
That sounds so ridiculous. I'm inclined to think it was him, but I'm going to say no, it's fake.
Okay.
Wait, we should see the
Not
audience.
zombie.
Audience, what do we think?
We got a fake from Mike who threw a Rob Zombie event.
Yes.
So, that's
This is
a
why we
good
came
way
up
to
with
go.
this game,
But Justin, what do you think about this?
I'm gonna have to agree with that. That sounds a little bit far from a zombie song.
Which means it probably is.
Yeah, so
it's just so 50-50.
Well, that's what makes this game difficult,
Yeah.
right? Is because how ridiculous
Just
can it be for it to be real?
I
We
think
don't
it's
know.
the dinosaurs what got me.
Yeah.
Dinosaur.
The dinosaurs what threw me off.
Okay.
So-
Anyone else? Any thoughts from anyone else? No?
I'm throwing my money on the dinosaur.
On the dinosaur. Yes for the dinosaur.
Electrish, what do you think?
I think it's fake. It's fake.
Fake? All right.
Fake.
All right, drum roll. We'll add it in post. The answer is yes! That is a lyric from Rob Zombie. It's actually
Bullshit.
from Never Gonna Stop.
We got a bunch
Oh
of
my
posers
God.
here.
Yes.
We got a bunch of posers.
Yes.
Oh.
Listen, that was the most ridiculous lyric from
Fuck
the
that,
song,
okay,
and that's the one I grabbed
What
because
song
I was
is
like,
it?
Never
It's from
gonna
Never
stop.
Gonna Stop.
Never gonna
Well,
stop.
okay, the thing is that
Okay.
Rob Zombie is into monsters, and I consider
Yeah.
dinosaurs monsters.
Yes.
So, that's like...
Yeah, and that song does
Possibility.
make
He
no.
goes,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. No,
let me
I
see if
know.
I can
I'm hearing
yeah,
it
the
now.
devil ride a dinosaur. He paints a monster red so the blood don't stain the floor. That's how it goes. But nobody would know because they're just grooving. They're just grooving. So that's a hard one.
Okay, for your next question, we have a
Yes.
guest that I
Shit.
think would be perfect for here, and it's Linder's wife, Lisa.
Yes,
Who was Michael Myers.
Lisa.
Michael Myers.
The
The one himself. So, I'm gonna give you this microphone.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna ask the question. We're gonna see if Lisa also agrees or disagrees, zombie or not zombie. Okay, here we go. Next lyric.
Okay.
Rotting flesh near a 2x4, a redneck rug, and I want some more.
That's
It's
real.
a real one.
Yeah. that's
Real lyric? Lisa, what do you think? Michael Myers, what do you think?
I would say yes. I don't
No
know.
pressure. We're not giving out any prizes. We don't have the budget for that.
I would say yes. I don't know. It sounds like it could be.
Okay, anyone else? Yes, no, yes?
Sounds
Yes?
like a bad country song?
Yes.
I mean, that's Rob Zombie, no?
That's it. It's real.
All right, drum roll. No!
Yes!
Motherfuckers! I made that one up!
You made it up? Okay.
That was me!
You did a good job on that one.
I could also be Rob Zombie. Maybe I'm a ghostwriter.
Oh, really quick, you have to ask her about her wearing the outfit.
Oh my God. Okay, so listen. Long story short, you guys couldn't tell by the footage, but Lisa Ann was double masking for a good 20 minutes. So she had not only the Michael Myers get up, face mask, and suit. She also had another mask covering her face.
But
and
then
it
she
was
stood
wild.
at the edge of the stage for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was like,
Just
wondering.
With a
standing like a
spotlight.
statue,
I was wondering
and
who it
freaking
was.
people out because everyone's like, why
who
is there a
is
tiny
this?
Michael Myers just standing
was
still?
I was trying
Like-
to be true to the film because he just sits there and doesn't do
Yes.
anything. He's
Yes.
just literally
But-
like on a wall being a creep.
Yes.
And Marcus,
Yes.
when Mike did
The
the
bartender-
podcast
the
with
barman,
Marcus
yeah.
the next day, they just kept on saying, they're like, and the guy who narrated or helped,
Yeah.
is that what you call it? He was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? That was you?
Lisa should have been.
He's like, who's that 5-foot like Michael Myers sitting at the wall over there? I'm like,
The teeny tiny Myers.
The teeny tiny
I was trying to
Myers.
say little people, Michael Myers.
Yes. No, she killed it.
Well, with all the sparkly stuff underneath, I call him Sparkle Myers.
Oh, Sparkle Myers. Sparkle
Dang
Myers.
it.
Love it. Okay, cool.
All right, let's go continue on this game that I'm horrible at.
Yes, all right, let's do it.
I'm 0 for 2.
Like I said, we're not giving out any prizes. It's not in the budget, so I mean,
Well,
whatever
I
happens,
still have
happens.
my pride. I mean,
You get a free
Okay, what
t-shirt.
about? I mean, and I will say this: don't be hard on yourself. His lyrics were quite ridiculous. So
Yes.
like, that's why I'm like, this
And
is
you-
gonna be a
you-
fun
yeah.
game. Okay, next one. Lyrics are: a fireproof stick, and I ain't so quick. I just made you think I am.
Wait, can you repeat that one?
Yes, I'll repeat it for anyone who had not heard. A fireproof stick, and I ain't so quick. I just made you think I am.
I think that's real.
Okay, Mike says yes. Audience?
Yeah, we have our
Real.
audience
Real.
really thinking about it.
Real.
Real? Okay, we got it. Real?
Real.
Real?
Yeah.
Sparkle Myers says, meh.
Meh.
Okay, Justin says yes.
I say yeah.
Okay. And the answer is drum roll. Yes! So that is actually a lyric from Sick Bubblegum. See? You get one, I told you. Very
I'm
random
trying to
song.
get into the mind of Rob, so
I know, it's weird.
it's a weird
Trust
place.
me, when I had to write some
Go
of these,
down that
I was like,
rabbit
what
hole.
the
You don't
hell?
want to go down there.
Okay, next lyric. All right. Next lyric is, yeah, blood, bang, do it again. Die, kill, death is a friend.
Yeah, that's real.
Real.
For real.
Okay. For real?
Yeah.
For real? For
Yeah.
real? For real? Yes? Yes is all around?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not!
The way you said it in cadence. You said it in cadence.
Listen,
And that's what killed, that's
part
what
of the
got me.
illusion is the delivery.
And I wanted to disagree too. I wanted to disagree as well. I was
Hey,
just
but
like,
Kay-
Mike sold
Kayla,
me.
you
though.
made
I was
these
like,
up, right?
yes. I was like,
Great at the same time.
And Kayla, you made these up, right? You made these up?
I did.
Well,
Only two of them.
I applaud you. I
So-
applaud you for that.
so maybe you're like secret songwriter that you don't even know.
Like I said, I could be a ghostwriter
Yeah.
for Rob Zombie, and none of you guys know.
Death
Although the
metal
set
bands.
would look much better if I was. So I will say that. Hi, Nixon. Oh my God. Watch out.
Hey.
Watch out for my beast cat. He's a heavy one, this guy. All right,
Cats
so
know I'm allergic to them.
hefty. Yeah, pretty much my cat. All right, guys. Last lyric. Is it Rob Zombie? Is it not? Thrill the kill. I know you will. Feed the monster and lady.
Yes.
That's from Meet the Creeper.
Yes.
Real.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is from Meet the Creeper. Look at that. Yes.
A little bit of redemption. Jesus.
Yeah.
Listen, I wanted to disagree on the last one, but Mike sold me. He was like, yes. I'm like, he knows
Listen.
more than I do. I'm like, shit.
Rob Zombie, after compiling this game, has some of the most random lyrics. Who talks about dinosaurs?
Yeah, you got me on that one.
10-year-olds and
That's what I mean.
paleontologists.
Like, no, and Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
And Rob Zombie. Listen.
Ross from Friends.
Yes, Ross from Friends. 100%. So listen, I think now is a good time for an ass break. And by that, I mean we're going to show footage of my performance. Because guess what, guys? As you saw, I was dressed up as Baby Firefly from House of a Thousand Corpses. Literally scarred me for life. So, but the best part about the performance was I got to torture somebody. So I got a little aggression out. So, Maestro, take it away. joining us for our first episode of OHhhh Behave. Thank you to my audience. Thank you, everybody. Woo! Party!
Yeah. Next time we'll be interviewing who?
I don't know, whoever the fuck we want.
Whoever the fuck we want.